The historic Seneca Schoolhouse is located on River Road in Poolesville, Maryland, part of Seneca Creek State Park. The red sandstone structure was the school for the children of local farmers, C&O canal workers, and stonecutters from the nearby Seneca Quarry.
You're going to read one paragraph.
Today, the schoolhouse is available for field trips, parties, and group tours hosted by the Historic Medley District. The Historic Medley District is a nonprofit organization dedicated to historic preservation in western Montgomery County.
The Historic Medley District was founded in 1974 by a group of concerned citizens up in the area. It actually was started by Marianne Kephart and Winsome Brown. And the idea was they looked around and saw so many historic buildings and historic locations that were being torn down or just neglected. The voting area was called the Medley District, and that's where the name came from. And one of their first projects for renovation was the Seneca Schoolhouse.
The Seneca Schoolhouse is one of the most important buildings in the history of public education in Montgomery County. At the end of the Civil War, the county school system was established, and this is one of the two oldest buildings dating from 1865 of public education in Montgomery County. The other is a one-room schoolhouse in Brookville. This was not a true county-funded school in the beginning. It was community-funded. The local people passed the hat, contributed materials and labor to build a community school. And it should be noted that all of the remaining one-room schoolhouses in Montgomery County, and they number more than 15, maybe 20 or so, are all vestiges of the segregated school system of Montgomery County. Only white neighborhood children attended this school. The black children attended another school in the Seneca area. And this school was taken over by the Montgomery County school system in 1876 from community funding, and it operated until about 1910 as the local public school for the white children of this neighborhood. Then it became rental housing, rural rental housing, when I was a boy living across the road in the early 1960s. This block of stone from the Seneca Quarry, when they were breaking loose from the cliff, a huge block, they would drill down and crack off a block. And look at the vestiges of the old whitewash and paint when the building was a personal residence. So it's a very historic property. Most one-room schoolhouses did not survive because they were wood. They were framed. This is built of solid red sandstone from the Seneca Quarry, just a half a mile from here. It's a very, very important structure.
In 1976, they put together a proposal and sent it to the state describing the entire renovation, and they also put together a proposal of what they would actually do in the schoolhouse. That it would be a 4-hour field trip for local fourth graders, because that fit in with the time frame of the curriculum they were doing, the Civil War.
We dropped by the schoolhouse for some lessons from the past with children from Poolesville Elementary School.
We're going to go through a 4-hour day of an authentic school day in 1880. They come with roles of children who really came to Seneca Schoolhouse. They introduce themselves.
My name is Richard. My father is a doctor. We live in a big house up River Road.
Some of the kids come in costume.
Where'd you get those?
They also warm the room with logs for the pot-bellied stove and get to use an outhouse.
And then I talk about the local history of the area. We go into the Civil War.
Abraham Lincoln did not want our country to be divided.
And they sing time period songs, Yankee Doodle and Oh Susanna.
More than 1,500 public, private, and homeschool students visit each year, and not just from the DMV area, but from West Virginia and Pennsylvania as well. The program is ideal for 2nd to 5th grade students and is perfect for mixed-age homeschool groups.
They demonstrate throughout the day things like recitation up at the recitation bench, And we read from the McGuffey's Reader and have a vocabulary and penmanship lesson.
I like doing math and reading. Reading is my favorite part of this today.
Everything was carefully researched when this program began in the early 80s as to what a real school day would have been like here. And their favorite part of the day is usually demonstrating the harsh punishments.
Or is it?
I'm going to test the switch. No! See? The switch bends.
And then we play things like hot potato. We have a hot potato on the stove here.
And remind me at reading to flip them over.
There's also a chance that a roadside traveler might stop by. This time it was County Council member Andrew Friedson in character.
It's Andrew, and he is the superintendent of schools. He's coming to check up on me.
I got to play the superintendent of schools. I walked all the way from Offutt's Crossroads up where Potomac Village currently stands. My horse got sick, so I had to make the journey by foot. It required me to run a little bit in order to make my appointment, and we really had a lot of fun with the children, answering questions, asking questions, and seeing all the amazing things that they were able to learn today, and all the excitement that they have about the living history that we have here in our community that is so rich with the historical past, bringing it to the present for our young people to learn.
A lot of kids don't have this nice outdoor recess that they get here. They only have a blacktop or a very small field. So you can really see, especially the children from urban areas, how much they love being out here in the country.
I like that there's a lot of space here and that you get to explore a lot. I enjoy that we just got to pretend like it was in the 1800s, and it was fun finding out what it was like back then.
What did you learn about kids from this era?
That they didn't have technology and sandwiches.
Hot potato, go!
For more information on the Seneca Schoolhouse, go to this website.